ceiling knows my name by now. It's heard me breathe through every doubt. I lay here in the quiet dark, still holding all my broken parts. I counted every open door that closed before I reached the floor, and all the prayers I whispered low that disappeared like morning snow. I have nothing left to offer you tonight. No strength to stand, no words that feel right. Just the weight of all I cannot understand, falling open in your hands. Lord, I don't know what I did wrong. I've been faithful, I've held on so long, and I'm not asking you to explain. I just need to know you see this pain, that you are somewhere in this silence, that you haven't looked away. Lord, I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm still here. I watched the ones beside me bloom while I kept waiting in this room. I told myself it wasn't mine to question, but the questions kept on coming still. There's a grief that has no name, that lives inside a quiet flame, not loud enough for anyone to notice, not smart enough to ever go away. I have nothing left to offer you tonight. No clever faith, no manufactured light, just the truest thing I'd ever felt, the loneliness of loving you through less. Lord, I don't know what I did wrong. I've been faithful, I've had on so long, and I'm not asking you to explain. I just need to know you see this pain, that you are somewhere in this silence, that you haven't looked away. Lord, I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm still here. I don't need an answer tonight. I don't need the sky to open wide. I just need to feel your nearness in the place where hope is hard to find. Just sit with me a little while. Just stay. Lord, I don't know what I did wrong. I've held on so long, and I'm not asking you to explain. I just need to know you see this pain, that you are somewhere in this silence, that you haven't looked away. Lord, I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm still I've gotten good at looking fine, a practiced smile, a careful line. Nobody asks what lives beneath the steady voice, the even breathe. I move through rooms and play my part, while something quieter breaks apart. It isn't drama, isn't loud, just disappearing in a crowd. But you don't need me to perform for you. You already know what I'm going through, so here I am without the mask tonight, just fragile underneath this light. I'm tired of performing okay, of saying I'm fine when I'm not that way. I don't need you to fix what's broken through. I just need to stop pretending even here with you. So I'll lay it all down on this floor tonight. Every crack, every fear, every sleepless night. I'm tired, I'm tired. Lord, let this be enough. There's a version of me that they depend on, the one who holds the room together still. When she goes home and comes apart in silence, in ways that take more than she wants to feel. I haven't lost my faith, I've lost my footing. I haven't stopped believing, just run dry. There's a difference between doubt and exhaustion, and tonight I've crossed that line. But you don't need me brave to meet me here. You've always been the God who draws near. So here I am without the right words, just honest and undone, and still yours. I'm tired of performing okay, of saying I'm fine when I'm not that way. 'Cause I don't need you to fix what's broken through. I just need to stop pretending even here with you. So I'll lay it all down on this floor tonight. Every crack, every fear, every sleepless night. I'm tired, I'm tired. Lord, let this be enough. I'm not trying to be found tonight. I'm not reaching for a different life. I just wanna breathe without the way you're holding something I was never known to hold. Just breathe, just be here, just I'm tired of performing okay, of saying I'm fine when I'm not that way. I don't need you to fix what's broken through. I just need to stop pretending even here with you. So I'll lay it all down on this floor tonight. Every crack, every fear, every sleepless night. I'm tired, I'm tired. Lord, let this be enough. I have always been the one who stays, the last to leave and last to come undone. I hold the hands, I find the words for others, but no one finds the words for me when I come home. There is a kind of ache that lives in givers, that never gets to rest inside a name. It isn't sorrow, isn't quite a grieving. It's just the quiet asking of for what, for whom, for when. And somewhere in the stillness of tonight, I'm not asking you to make it right. I'm only asking if you still see me when the strength runs out and I just breathe. If this is who I'm meant to be, then hold me while I'm being it. Because the weight is real, and so am I. And love shouldn't feel this hard to sit with. I'm not asking for a different road, I'm asking you to walk it close. If this is who I'm meant to be, then please don't leave me here alone. There are nights when peace feels like a stranger, a word I know but haven't worn in years. I believe in you, I haven't stopped believing, but belief and rest don't always feel the same from here. So I bring you all I have, which isn't much now. A heart that's held together out of will, not the shining kind of faith for Sunday mornings, just the kind that shows up and stands still. This is who I'm meant to be, and please don't leave me here alone. I don't wanna be strong tonight, I don't wanna be anything tonight. Just numb, just held, just not alone. That's all I have, that's all I'm asking. If this is who I'm meant to be, then hold me while I'm being it. Because the weight is real, just so am I. And love shouldn't feel this hard to sit with. I'm not asking for a different road, I'm asking you to walk it close. If this is who I'm meant to be, then please don't leave me here alone. I thought I had it, I thought if I just held on tighter, it would stay. But it's like trying to hold the rain, it just washes away. I'm reaching out for shadows in a room with fading light, trying to find find a solid ground in the middle of the night. I built a life from promises, I carved them into stone. But now I'm standing in the dust, entirely alone. Every memory I cherish, every dream I used to keep, is sinking like a heavy stone into a hollow deep. I can see the finish line, I can almost feel the heat, but the road is turning into glass beneath my aching feet. I'm doing everything they said, I'm playing by the rules, but the prize is just a handful of silver for the fools. Is it slipping through my fingers? Is it drifting out to sea? While I'm left with just the ghost of who I'm meant to be. I watch the water rise and I watch the bridges burn, waiting for a lesson that I'm never gonna learn. I'm clutching at the feathers of a bird that's flown away, looking for the meaning in the things I couldn't say. It's a hollow kind of hunger, it's a heavy kind of hope, standing at the very end of a fraying silver rope. The more I try to grasp it, the faster it recedes. A garden full of flowers turning into bitter weeds. I'm screaming at the silence, I'm begging for a sign. Well, the only thing I ever loved is crossing over the line. It slips right through my hands, like water in my desert, like the shifting of the sands. I'm fighting for a future that I'll never understand, while everything I've ever built is breaking in my hands, through my I see them walking steady, I see them hold their prize, while I'm just a reflection in their cold and distant eyes. I'm tired of the almost, I'm tired of the near, living in the echoes of a deep and silent fear. I gave away my spirit, I gave away my pride, just to find there's nothing left but the hollowness inside. I'm opening my fingers, I'm staring at the sky, wondering if the truth is just a well-constructed lie. Every grain of sand is falling, every second is the ghost, losing every single thing that I needed the most. I am standing in the wreckage of a life I tried to build, with 1,000 empty promises that never were fulfilled. If I let go, will I finally be free? Or is the void the only thing that's waiting there for me? I'm letting out the tension, I'm letting out the cry, ready for the silence, and ready for the goodbye. Slips right through my hands like water in my desert, like the shifting of the sands. I'm fighting for a future I'll never understand. All everything I've ever built is breaking in my hands, through my hands. Just a handful of nothing through my hands. I thought I had it. I thought. They keep looking at me like I have the answers, but I'm just a house of cards in a hurricane. And I'm tired. I'm so tired of lying. I've memorized the script, I've learned to play the part, hiding every jagged edge around my hollow heart. I wear a smile like armor, shiny, cold and thin, while 1,000 different civil wars are breaking out within. I tell the world I'm steady, that I'm standing on a shore, while I'm drowning in the middle of a sea without a flood. Every hour you is a mountain I have to climb, trading pieces of my spirit just to buy a little time. I'm a master of the science, I'm a shadow in the hall, building up a ceiling just to wait for it to fall. Is there merit in the suffering? Is there glory in the pain? Or am I just a desert that is begging for the rain? I see the expectation in the way they say my name, like I'm the only person who can carry all the blame. I'm doing everything I can, I'm giving all I possess, but the only thing I'm finding is a deeper kind of mess. I'm a candle in a tunnel, I'm a flicker in the dark, trying to build a fire from a single dying spark. The mask is getting heavy and the skin is getting tight, I'm losing every reason to continue with the fight. The mirror is a stranger and the truth is like a blade, cutting through the fabric of the promises I'd laid. I'm tired of saying it's okay, watching every single dream that slowly drifts away, when it's not okay at all and the sky begins to fall. I'm screaming at the silence, I'm screaming through the wall. It's not okay. No, it's not okay at all. I watch the sunlight hitting all the people on the street, while the rhythm of the city feels like drums beneath my feet. I'm explaining why I'm broken, but the words just turn to dust in a world that only values what is shiny, what is trust. I'm a ghost inside the machinery, I'm a bleach within the soul, trying to find the courage just to let go of control. I'm exhausted from the fine, I'm exhausted from the good, doing all the things that I was told I always should. Every "it'll be alright" is a lie I can't repeat, when the bitter taste of failure is the only thing I eat. I am standing on the edge of everything I used to know, waiting for the moment when I finally let it go. The honesty is friendly, but let me hit the ground. I'd Not because I'm cold, but because I've been holding this weight for so long that my muscles have forgotten how to rest. Just one more second, and I don't think I'll be the same. I'm leaning hard against the edge of everything I knew, looking for a single thread that's actually true. I've patched the holes and painted over every single scar, but I've forgotten how to find the light of any star. My knees are buckling under expectations I can't meet, while the world is moving forward on its steady, rhythmic feet. I'm a masterpiece of tension, I'm a symphony of fear, watching every exit sign just slowly disappear. I've traded every maybe for a certain kind of must, until my very heartbeat started turning into dust. Is there a plea for silence? Doesn't feel like such a crime, or am I just a prisoner of a fast and hollow time? I see the way they look at me, expecting me to rise, but they don't see the hollow depths behind my tired eyes. I'm doing everything I can to keep the pieces in their place, but I can feel the gravity, I can feel the loss of grace. I'm a dam that's finally leaking, I'm a bridge about to fall, giving every ounce of strength until I have no strength at all. The pressure's building in my chest, it's rising in my throat. I'm a heavy sinking anchor on a small and wooden boat. I can hear the waters groaning, I can hear the rattlesnake falling deeper and much further into every hidden top. Catch me now, before I break. I've given everything there was to me to give or take. The walls are finally caving in, the ground begins to shake. Oh, somebody catch me now, before I finally break. Before I can't hold on for one more stake. I watch the light of morning hitting every window pane, while I'm just a shadow standing in the horizontal weight. I'm explaining what is hurting, but the words are out of reach, like a message written on the sand along a lonely beach. I'm a glitch within the system, I'm a crack within the soul, trying to remember how it feels to have control. I'm exhausted from the almost, I'm exhausted from the try, staring at the ceiling while the hours pass me by. Every it'll be okay is just a stone inside my shoe, when there's nothing left of me and nothing left of you. I am standing on the precipice of everything I feared, watching as the person that I was has disappeared. If the breaking is the only way to let the light get in, and let the shattering begin beneath my tired skin, I'm opening my floodgates, I'm letting out the scream, waking up from realist sights, this suffocating dream. Catch me now, before I break. Catch me now, before I break. Catch me now, catch me now, catch me now. Catch me now, before I break. Catch me now, before I break. Catch me now. Catch me now. Catch me now, before I break. Catch me now, before I break. My hands are shaking. There's a ghost in the hallway, there's a shadow on the floor, but there's no one knocking at my heavy wooden door. I'm listening to the heartbeat of a house that's gone cold, to all the stories that I never should have told. The quiet is a monster, it's a beast that I've fed, living in the spaces and the things I never said. I've learned to interpret every crake in the dark, trying to ignite a long forgotten spark. But the air is so heavy, it's like breathing in lead, counting every second in a world that's gone dead. Is it peace that I'm feeling, or is it just the end of a message that I'm far too broken to send? I watch the dust dancing in a single beam of light, while I am disappearing in the middle of the white. I'm doing everything I can to keep the silence out, but it's the only voice that I can never really doubt. It's a weight on my shoulders, it's a chain on my soul, taking every piece of me and swallowing it whole. The walls are absorbing every prayer, every cry, watching every single hope just wither up and die. I'm reaching for a sound, I'm reaching for a break, in the middle of this hollow and this never-ending ache. Oh, the weight of the silence. It's a beautiful, terrible kind of violence that's screaming my name in the middle of the night. It's taking the color, it's taking the light. The weight of the silence. It's breaking my heart with its quiet defiance. I see the people talking, but I can't hear a word, like the distant singing of a lonely broken bird. I'm explaining the void, I'm explaining the deep, and a promise that I know I can no longer keep. I'm a glitch in the static, I'm a ripple in the sea, trying to remember what it's like to be me. I'm exhausted from the quiet, I'm exhausted from the calm, holding all this nothing in the middle of my palm. Every hush is a needle, every still is a blade, ruining the rhythm of a life that I have made. I am standing in the center of a world that's gone used, staring at the wreckage and the bitter if the silence is a mirror that I don't want to see, I know all the things it's whispering to me. I'm shattering the glass, I'm letting out the sound until the very walls come crashing to the ground. Oh, the weight of the silence. It's a beautiful, terrible kind of violence that's screaming my name in the middle of the night. It's taking the color, it's taking the light. The weight of the silence. The weight of the silence. Just the silence. The heavy, heavy I'm standing in the hallway, the light is turning thin, staring at the the surface of this tired, weathered skin. I see the person that I've trained the world to recognize, with a practiced kind of hollow in the corners of my eyes. But the glass is getting colder and the silver's turning gray, while the girl I used to be is just 1,000 miles away. I've painted on the courage, I've polished up the pride, to cover all the wreckage that I'm carrying inside. It's a flawless execution, it's a perfect kind of show, but there's a secret in the shadow that I'll never let them know. Is it a mask or is it medicine? Is it safety or cage? Reading every line upon a blank and bitter page. I'm touching the reflection, I'm tracing every line, searching for a piece of me that's actually me, mine. I'm doing everything I can to keep a lie alive, to prove to everybody that I'm learning to survive. But the image is a traitor, and the frame is made of bone, leaving me to face the truth entirely alone. The cracks are starting small, like a whisper in the dark, threatening to extinguish every single remaining spark. I'm reaching for the person that I see behind the pain, but I'm only catching echoes of a deep and silent ride. It's nothing but the mirror's lie, a hollow kind of truth beneath a heavy silver sky. I'm screaming at the face I see, unmasking for the why. Well, every single promise is just waiting there to die. The mirror's lie, the mirror's lie, just a reflection, not the soul. Look closer, it's a lie. I'm laying bricks in the hollow of the night, building a wall to keep out the light. One for the memory, two for the shame, carving a temple out of a name. It's a blueprint of shadow to lay out of fears, mortared together with 1,000 years of tears. I've designed the hallways to lead nowhere at all. Just a slow motion stumble, a long distance fall. There are windows that look out on oceans of gray, where the ghost of my promises come out to play. Is it a sanctuary, or is it a cell? This architecture of heaven in a corner of hell. I see the scaffolding shaking in the wind, holding the weight of the places I've been. I'm doing everything I can to keep it all square, but I'm building a monument out of thin air. It's a fortress of silence, a palace of bone, leaving me king of a kingdom alone. The pillars are leaning, the roof's coming down. I'm losing my footing in this hollowed out town. Every room that I finish is a room I can't leave, drowning in the logic of the way that I grieve. Oh, the architecture of grief. There is no mercy, no ice, no relief. I'm trapped in the rafters of the life I designed, leaving the best of my spirit behind. The architecture of grief, the beautiful prison of permanent thief. I watch the sunlight hitting the cold marble floor, realizing I've forgotten where I put the door. I'm explaining the structure, I'm explaining the cost, while I'm just another soul that the blueprints have lost. I'm a glitch in the masonry, a crack in the stone, trying to remember how it feels to be known. I'm exhausted from building, I'm exhausted from care, trying to breathe in the stagnant cold air. Every pillar is heavy, every archway is steep, guarding the secrets that I promised to keep. I am standing in the center of a world I designed, with 1,000 jagged memories I've left intertwined. Let the walls crumble, let the ceilings all break. I've given much more than a human can take. I'm tearing down the statues, I'm burning the plans, until the only thing left is the dirt on my hands. Oh, the architecture of grief. There is no mercy, there is no relief. I'm trapped in the rafters of the life I designed, leaving the best of my spirit behind. The architecture of grief, just destruction, not a home. Tear it down, tear it down, I'm standing where the water meets the cold and hollow sand, watching every footprint disappear across the land. The words are in my throat, but they're too heavy now to say. As I watch the only light I know just slowly drift away. It isn't like the movies, there's no music in the air, just a sudden sharp awareness of the space that's suddenly bare. I've practiced every sentence, I've rehearsed every goodbye, trying to find a version that doesn't feel like such a lie. But the gravity is pulling and the oxygen is low when you're standing at the threshold of the things you have to let go. Is it courage or is it cowardice that's keeping me so still? Walking up the final inches of this jagged, bitter hill. I see the weighted shadows stretch across the empty street, while the rhythm of my heart is just a slow and broken beat. I'm doing everything I can to keep the tears inside the frame, but the wind is whispering the syllables of every silent name. I'm a witness to the ending, I'm a martyr to the cause, living in the middle all alone in every pause. The air is getting colder and the sky is turning black, knowing there's a border that I'm never crossing back. I'm reaching for a memory, I'm reaching for help, while the floor beneath my feet is turning into shifting sand. Oh, the weight of goodbye. It's a heavy kind of heaven. It's a dark and hollow sky. I'm screaming out the silence. I'm asking for the why every single promise is just waiting there to die. The weight of goodbye. It's the only truth that's left beneath the light. I watch the taillights fading like a dying distant star, realizing that I've forgotten exactly who we are. I'm explaining the departure, I'm explaining the regret, why I'm trying to remember all the things I should forget. I'm a ghost within a doorway, I'm a ripple in a glass, watching every second of my spirit slowly pass. I'm exhausted from the holy, I'm exhausted from the start, watching every piece of us just slowly turn to gray. Every see you later is a stone inside my chest, when I know that never again is the only hollow rest. I'm standing in the wreckage of a life we tried to build, with 1,000 empty spaces that will never be refilled. Let the anchor drop, let the cables hold untied. I've set on a horse that a human soul can cry. I'm opening my palms, I'm staring at the sun, right for the ending. the dark and infinite night, counting every distant flicker of a long dead light. They say that everything is written in the movement of the spheres, but all I hear is the echo of my own unspoken fears. The sky is an ocean where I'm drifting far from shore, realizing that the silence is a language I can't ignore. I've tried to find a pattern in the chaos of the glow, to find a reason for the things that I'm forced to let go. But the stars are indifferent, they're cold and they're far. They don't care about the damage or the depth of any scar. Is it peace or is it loneliness? It's filling up the space, staring at the empty light of a cold and distant place. I see the constellations forming shapes I used to know, like the ghosts of all the places that I'm never gonna go. I'm doing everything I can to keep my feet upon the ground, but I'm spinning in a vacuum where there isn't any sound. I'm a speck of dust in motion, I'm a spark within the void, trying to find the pieces that the gravity destroyed. The air is getting thinner as I reach for something real. Listen to every single thing that I'm terrified to feel. The universe is expanding, and I'm shrinking out of sight, drowning in the middle of this cold and ancient light. The silence of the stars, they don't see the wreckage, and they don't see the skies. I'm screaming at the cosmos, I'm asking for a sign, while the only thing that's guiding is this broken heart of mine. The silence of the stars, we're just prisoners of the dark, behind these silver bars. I watch the moon descending like a pale and heavy stone, feeling the weight of being so entirely alone. I'm explaining the distance, I'm explaining the cold, to a story of the galaxy that's never been told. I'm a flicker in the darkness, I'm a ripple in the time, trying to find a rhythm in a world without a rhyme. I'm exhausted from the staring, I'm exhausted from the wait, trying to find a meaning in the scenery of fate. Every line is a memory, every shadow is a wall, standing in the middle of walking through the rooms of a house I used to own, listening to the echo of a life that's now unknown. I see the indent in the pillow, I see the coat upon the hook, like a page that's been forgotten in a long and dusty book. I'm a stranger to the kitchen, I'm a shadow on the stair, reaching for a memory that isn't really there. I can see my own reflection, but I'm looking right through, trying to find the version of the girl that once was true. But the edges are all blurry, and the colors are all faded by the weight of all the silence and the choices that I've hated. Is it haunting or is it hiding? Is it peace or is it pain? To be a flicker of a candle in the middle of the road. I see them moving effortless, I see them breathe the air, while I am just a coldness that they feel but cannot share. I'm doing everything I can to make a single sound, to leave a single footprint on this hard and hollow ground. I'm a catalog of whispers, I'm a symphony of bone, living in the spaces where the seeds of grief are sown. The walls are made of memories and the floor is made of sight, watching all the light escaping from these failing hollow eyes. I'm reaching for the living, reaching for the light before it's all a wall by the hover of the night. From hover of the night. Oh, the anatomy of a ghost, loving all the things that I have always needed most. Oh, screaming at the living, I'm asking for the why, whether it's just a hollow echo, and even how it's the anatomy of a ghost. I'm still here. I'm staring at the ashes of the fire that used to burn, searching for a lesson that I'm never gonna learn. Every bridge is smoking, every road is paved in stone, and I'm standing in the center entirely alone. But there's a flicker in the corner, there's a light I can't explain, like a single drop of honey in a river full of rain. It would be so much easier to just let the darkness win, to open up the windows and to let the winter in. But this anchor in my spirit, it won't let me drift away. It's pulling at my ankles, forcing me to stay. Is it mercy or is it torture? Is it freedom or a chain? To find a reason to continue in the middle of the pain. I see the way the light reflects upon the broken glass, watching every second of the struggle slowly pass. I'm doing everything I can to keep my head above the tide, but there's a heavy kind of hunger that is growing deep inside. It's the gravity of believing, it's the burden of the yes, in a world that only offers up a cold and hollowless. My heart is getting heavy with the weight of one more joy, staring at the wreckage under the dark and silent sky. I'm reaching for the promise, I'm reaching for the spark, before I'm swallowed whole by the silence of the dark. Oh, the gravity of hope. I'm hanging by a thread, but it's a heavy silver rope. It's pulling me back up when I just wanna fall. It's the hardest kind of way, the heaviest of all, the gravity of hope. It's the only way. I'm learning how to climb. I watch the sun rising like a bruise across the blue, realizing that the struggle is the only thing that's true. I'm explaining the persistence, I'm explaining the fight to a shadow that is hiding in the middle of the light. I'm a glitch within the failure, I'm a ripple in the grief, finding just a second of a beautiful relief. I'm exhausted from the maybe, I'm exhausted from the end, paying off a promise that I haven't even read. Every one more step is a mountain in my way, when I've used up every word that I ever had to say. I'm standing in the ruins of the person I decide, with the gravity of hell still pulling at my mind. Let it weigh me down, let it pull me through the floor. I don't wanna be the victim of the darkness anymore. I'm leaning into the burden, I'm leaning into the light, even if it takes the very last of my remaining might. Oh, the gravity of hope. I'm hanging by a thread, but it's a heavy silver rope. It's pulling me back up when I just wanna fall. It's the hardest kind of way, the heaviest of all, the I'm staring at the ashes of a fire that used to burn, searching for a lesson that I'm never gonna learn. Every bridge is smoking, every road is paved in stone, and I'm standing in the center, entirely alone. But there's a flicker in the corner, there's a light I can't explain, like a single drop of honey in a river full of rain. It would be so much easier to just let the darkness win, to open up the windows and to let the winter in. But this anchor in my spirit, it won't let me drift away. It's pulling at my ankles, forcing me to stay. Is it mercy or is it torture? Is it freedom or a chain? To find a reason to continue in the middle of the pain. I see the way the light reflects upon the broken glass, watching every second of the struggle slowly pass. I'm doing everything I can to keep my head above the tide, but there's a heavy kind of hunger that is growing deep inside. It's the gravity of believing, it's the burden of a yes in a world that only offers ever cold and hollowless. My heart is getting heavy with the weight of one more try, staring at the wreckage under a dark and silent sky. I'm reaching for the promise, I'm reaching for the spark before I'm swallowed whole by the silence of the dark. Draw the gravity, the gravity of hope. I'm hanging by a thread, but it's a heavy silver rope. It's pulling me back up when ours is wonderful. It's so hard, it's carrying a weight, the heaviest of all. The gravity of hope is the only way I'm learning how to cope. I watch the sun rising like a bruise across the blue, realizing that the struggle is the only thing that's true. I'm explaining the persistence, I'm explaining the fight to a shadow that is hiding in the middle of the light. I'm a glitch within the failure, I'm a ripple in the grief, finding just a second of a beautiful relief. I'm exhausted from the maybe, I'm exhausted from the yet, paying off a promise that I haven't even made. Every one more step The line between the shadows is beginning to blur. I'm remembering the person that I used to be before I were. This collection of echoes, this mountain of stone, standing in a morning that I have to face alone. The air is tasting different, the wind is turning sweet, while the pavement starts to soften underneath my tired feet. I've spent the whole night fighting with the ghosts inside my head, replaying every single word that was ever said. But the sun doesn't care about the battles or the scars. It just washes out the silver and the silence of the stars. Is it healing or is it hiding? Is it mercy or a test? To find a moment's peace within this heavy, hollow chest. I see the world is awakening, I see the city start to breathe, while I'm just a witness to the things I had to leave. I'm doing everything I can to stand up straight and tall, to prove to every shadow that I didn't truly fall. I'm a masterpiece of rugged, I'm a symphony of light, carrying the lessons of a long and bitter night. The light is getting stronger, it's burning through the haze, shining on the broken parts and all my hidden ways. I'm reaching for the morning, I'm reaching for the truth, fighting back the pieces of a long forgotten youth. The first light, the first night of the day, it's washing all the bitterness and all the grief away. I'm standing in the glory, I'm standing in the fire, raising up my spirit just a little bit higher. The first light of the day, I found a reason to finally stay. I watch the golden fingers reaching through the kitchen door, realizing I don't need to fight the shadows anymore. I'm explaining the survival, I'm explaining the release, to a heart that's finally finding just a second of its peace. I'm a ripple in the morning, I'm a glitch within the pain, finding a holy flower in the middle of the rain. I'm exhausted from the dirty, I'm exhausted from the road, putting down the weight of every heady. Oh Lord, every second is a plus, every minute is a choice, of fighting back the river Lord, a long lost voice. I am standing in the center of the life I have to lead, with the first light of the morning, given everything I need. Let the morning break me open, let the light come rushing in. I am finally ready for the healing to begin. Open the echoes, I'm staring at grief away. I'm standing in the glory, I'm standing in the fire, raising up my spirit just a little bit higher. The first light of the day, test the light that burst. Beautiful light, I'm still here.